Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Hell is Open by Gard Sveen, translated by Paul Norland, performed by Christopher Lane. But fear not for me, my friend, for I have already seen hell open, standing. Prologue, November 1988. For unto us a Savior is born, thought Tommy Bergmann. He glanced through the windows of a house that stood close by the road. There was light in the middle window, a solitary golden Christmas star beaming out into the winter darkness. Just in front of the house, a dark-clothed figure was leaning over. He didn't appear to have noticed the car. Bergmann's partner, old Kara Järvan from Trondheim, stopped the car and put it in neutral. The man turned his head slowly in their direction. They looked furtively at each other, the men in the patrol car and the dark-clothed man. The windshield was covered with sleet. Järvan turned on the windshield wipers. The figure by the roadside stood motionless, looking straight ahead into the sleet. Even his dog stood as if frozen, staring at the two beams from the headlights, the sleet falling to the ground, as if the world was nothing but a snow globe and there was no evil in it. Even many years later, Bergmann fantasized that right then, in that little pocket of time, he'd opened the car door and run the other way, back to the city, run until he was completely out of breath. Kara Järvan swore quietly to himself, just as he'd done at the gas station at Mortensrud as Bergmann grabbed the portable radio when the call came through from dispatch. There was less than an hour left on their shift, but Bergmann was bored and didn't want to wait for another car to report in. Unlike old Järvan, Bergmann was only 23, and he was eager to experience something on duty, not just count down the hours like Järvan, who couldn't wait to get home to his wife and kids. Järvan pounded his hand a couple of times on the gear shift. The sound of his wedding ring made a metallic sound. "Get the old man and the dog into the car," he said. Just as Bergmann opened the car door, the man on the roadside started moving toward them and slid into the back seat. They drove for several minutes through the darkness until they'd left all the houses behind and only dense black forest lay ahead. At last the forest road ended, dissolving into nothingness. It was a...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?